For this class, I've got the Markaloos set up here. I'm using the hedgehogs with the medium domes inside, the small domes, and I've also got another set of medium domes from a second set of Markaloo and the sliding discs. And I've got these in pairs on the mat with enough space in between to put your feet. And first, we're going to stand with the heels on the hedgehog and just walk on the heels for about 30 seconds. Then from here, we're going to move on to the small domes. We stand on these at the end of your plantar fascia, just above the heel bone. If you need something to hold on to, you can grab a roller or a chair, and we just stand here for 20 seconds or so. Then we just shift to the top end of the arch of your foot, standing on the domes with the domes just below the ball of your foot. Next, we're going to shift onto the medium domes. Just place the ball of your foot onto the medium domes. And we're going to roll the feet in towards the base of the big toe, then roll out towards the base of the little toe. Try to minimize movement at the ankles, although the ankles will move a little bit. Try not to twist too much at the knees. Focus on moving through the midfoot. Now we're going to shift the feet so that the discs just sit under the edge of the arch of your foot. And we're going to press down into the little toe and the heel and the base of the big toe to try and activate the arches of the feet. Sometimes it can help to think about trying to drag the big toe joint back towards the heel. And once you've got that activation in the arch of your foot, you're just going to hold there for 5 to 10 seconds. And we're going to repeat this 5 to 10 times. Try not to grip through the toes and keep the knees soft. Now we're going to move back onto the hedgehogs and place our heels on the hedgehogs. And we're just going to do 5 to 10 squats here. You can hold on to a roller or a chair if you need to, or you might just have your hands by your side, or you might raise the arms up in front as you squat down. After 5 to 10 squats on the hedgehogs, we'll then shift to the medium domes and do 5 to 10 squats here, and also 5 to 10 squats on the small domes. Next, if appropriate, we'll also do 5 to 10 squats with our heels in the middle of the discs. This might be a little bit too much for some people if you have tight calves or Achilles tendonitis, so you can just skip this one if you need. And now you can just move back over to the hedgehogs. We're going to stand behind the hedgehogs with the toes just touching them. And from here, we'll take small steps, walking all the way over the top of the hedgehogs down onto the floor, and then going backwards, just taking little steps, walking over the hedgehogs. Now we're going to go into just a nice calf stretch here. Place your right heel on the floor and then the right toes and ball of the foot on the dome. I'm using the hedgehog here, which is quite high. Some people might need to use the medium dome or even the small dome here. You can simply hold the stretch or add some movement by bending the front knee forward and back a few times. Or the foot that's on the dome, you can just gently roll into the big toe, roll into the little toe. And now change sides. We are then going to just do a nice little toe release. You're going to stand on the small domes and you're going to stand so that the base of your big toe joint is directly on the domes. And if you have arthritic joints in your toes, you might want to grab something to hold on to, or you can skip this if it's a bit much. We're just here for 10 seconds and then we move on to the second toe. And we're just going to stand for about 10 seconds on the base of each toe joint. For this next exercise, we're going to stand just on the outer edges of the medium domes so that the outside of your big toe is touching the outside of the medium domes, and there is some space in between the domes. We're going to try to slide the big toe out to the side, away from the second toe, and using that movement of the big toes to press the medium domes toward each other. We're trying to achieve abduction of the big toe, which is a great exercise to just strengthen the big toe, but also for bunion prevention. Next, we're going to do piano toes on the discs. So you're going to place all 10 toes onto the wooden disc and then lift all the toes up. And starting at the big toe, just place one toe down at a time. Try to really separate each toe as you move. Doing this exercise on the discs is a little bit harder than doing it on the mat, so you can just shift onto the floor if you need to make it a little bit less challenging. And we do 5 to 10 rounds of this. After you've finished your piano toes, we're going to move back over to the hedgehogs, placing the heels on the hedgehogs, using a roller, chair, or stick for balance. We've got the feet in parallel, and we're just going to do short little calf raises here. So you're just lifting the heels up off the hedgehogs and then placing them back down with control. You can use something for balance, as mentioned, roller, stick, or chair, or you might be able to do this without hanging on to anything. And we repeat 5 to 10 here. We're going to grade this, so once you've done 5 to 10, we're going to repeat it on the medium domes, 5 to 10 there, then on the small domes, and then also on the sliding discs. After you've done 5 to 10 calf raises on the sliding discs, just take a walk around, check in with your body. Hopefully, you can feel the difference. You should feel like you have a bit more strength and movement in your feet, ankles, knees, and hips. Hopefully, a bit more open through the lower back and a bit less pressure on the joints in the lower body.